And good morning and welcome to Touch Base Daily. My name is Ron Foster, touching base with you as I always do. And sorry for me, just turn this off. Okay, there we go. Welcome to Touch Base Daily. My name is Ron Foster, touching base with you as I do every day. How are you doing on this wonderful Tuesday? And I am all out of control here. What is going on? Tip Tuesday. Where is my Tip Tuesday? Photography Tip Tuesday. It is Tuesday for our photography tip. And so there you have it. And we are here. We had a great morning show this morning and at our 5:30 show, 5:30-ish show. We had a lot of folks in from the Philippines this morning. It was really interesting about that. And so good morning, good morning, good morning. We're going to be talking photography tips, and this is what we're talking about today. So you'll see we are talking about, let me get it on the screen. Let me get it on the screen. Seeing with fresh eyes, 8 ways to find unique angles in popular tourist spots. Okay, so there you have it. And we're going to have that there for you guys too. And we'll be talking about that. And so here we go. What else? What's going on in your world today, y'all? And I hope you're all doing well. So much is happening in our country, in the world, and I have to tell you, I'm exhausted and I'm out of it. I'm out of it today. Today is like one of those days that I'm like, "Mm, yeah, I'm out of it. I can just simply say it. And but I am here. And as we always do, I make sure and we make sure that we're here. And most of the folks are here. And that's how we do it here. So thank you again. Um, we are beginning a heat wave here in New York City. I don't like heat waves. As you probably all know, it's too hot when it's above 80 for me, but it's going to be in the 90s. In the 90s. And so that's not going to be cool. I don't like hot weather. And but yeah, so I am a little out of it today. And so just letting you all know. So you probably say, Ron he is not all here today. I did not sleep well last night. I had a lot on my mind. I'm thinking about some things and nothing bad. Just kind of like trying to like figure out, what's next. And, I have a lot on the calendar. I was also getting flights last night in the middle of the night. I think I woke up at 2 o'clock. Then you know how you start one thing and next thing you know it's 3 o'clock. So I ended up not sleeping for an hour. Then I went back to sleep. Then I woke up again. And because when I wake up, I always drink water, which is probably not good because when you drink water, then that means you got to go to the bathroom. It was a bad loop last night. It was the loop that did not want to end. And then also my Wi-Fi is a little off today. I had a little Wi-Fi problems with my phone and I'm having Wi-Fi problems with my computer. So it's just one of those days. It's just one of those days, but I'm pressing on. I will press on. Okay, let's see who's in the building. Is anyone here? Is anyone here? Good morning. I see Chris R is in the building. She is in the building. She and I are in the building. And Chris says good morning, and she gets the gold this morning. But yeah, it seems like it's just the two of us, Chris. It's just the two of us. We can make it if we try. So here we are. I know I'm acting a fool. I am acting a fool. And this thing right here is bad. Let me just get this connection. This connection is off. This connection, remove Instagram, the stream. Okay, remove. I gotta do that. There's just so many little technical little things that go on here that can also just kind of like give you a little moment of rough. But like I said, it's one of those days. And so I'm not going to freak out. I'm just simply going to keep pressing forward. Hey, there's more people in the building. Yes, there's more people in the building. And there's the silver goes to Kimmy Kim. Kimmy Kim gets the silver today, y'all. And Lady G, the real Lady G, she gets a good morning. She gets good morning, and she gets the bronze. She's the real Lady G. I was teasing someone else about G yesterday. My my YT is moving crazy show. Uh, it's moving crazy. So anyway, so we had a great conversation yesterday, and so and then we had a good conversation after. For those that don't know, again, we are friends outside of this dorm of cyberspace, and we had a good conversation yesterday about yesterday. And so that was a beautiful thing. And I am so thankful for all the people in the building that come and spend time with us here at Touch Base Daily. It is a blessing. And I still can't get this Instagram to work. Maybe it's Instagram. Maybe it's not me. I keep thinking, what is wrong? And yeah, I know some people say, don't work on Instagram. But I don't know why Instagram is having a hard time. Let me reboot it. Let me just reboot the whole thing. Oh, Instagram. It's not. It would usually just flows on, and usually Instagram is okay. So, but today, there we go. There we go. This might work. This just might work. So be patient with me. I'm not that Lady G. No, you're not. You are the Lady G. She is the Lady G, not the lot. Interwebs are having issues. Is it really? Oh, okay. The interwebs are having issues. I even with my phone, I wasn't able to get certain things. I was talking to my buddy who I'm visiting when I go to Mexico City, and I was like trying to get my airline information to him, and the internet just wasn't working. And I was like, "What is going on with the internet today?" So maybe there's something going on. Maybe there's a bug. Maybe there's some interaction problems. I'm just guessing, but too many things are lagging. Yes, things are lagging. Something's not right. Something's not right. Something doesn't smell good. So I agree with you, Gwendolyn. I agree with you. So yesterday we talked about Lindsey Graham, but that's behind us now. Everyone has been talking about Lindsey Graham all over the internet, on The View, on television shows, on networks, on news shows. Lindsey Graham, yes, turning the page. That was yesterday. Now, my question is for you all. I got this. Oh, Gwendolyn, do you have this? You got the wrench. Let's go for it. Go get it. Because Gwendolyn has a wrench also, so she has a wrench. And Sam Neill passed away. Yes, that's what Bryson brought up yesterday. Bryson was like, we should talk about that, and he was an amazing actor. And okay, okay? I'm having one of those days, y'all. I'm having a day. Okay, let's get rid of that person. Let's ban that one. Okay. Cusp of cyber attack. Let me not start rumors. Hey, Fifi. Fifi is in the building, y'all. It's so good to see Fifi. How many of you were Sam Neill fans? He was in a lot of great movies. But we definitely know him for Jurassic Park. Jurassic 1 and Jurassic 3, I think it was, right? Is it 3? 1 and 3, or was it 1 and 2? I think it was 1 and 3. And so an amazing actor. And so that's definitely our condolences go to the people that love him, all his fans, all the people that love Sam Neill. And speaking of Neil, today is my brother Neil's birthday. And so a shout out to my brother and my younger brother, my baby brother, and say happy birthday, baby brother. Little bro, I always say. And so it's his birthday today. Speaking of Neil, which is my brother's name, got it and done. Thank you. Got it. Okay, gotcha. Omar brought it up too. Yes, Omar did bring it up yesterday. He also brought it up. So he was a great actor, and I didn't know he was as old as he was. I thought he was younger for some reason. I don't know why. And also, Shirlene is in the building. Good morning, Shirlene. And she says, good morning, everyone. And our wonderful classic C Gems is in the building. Blessed and good day, listening in. So good to hey, Photo Ken is in the building. What's up, Photo Ken? He's in the building. He says, "Good morning, everyone. Good morning." And Fifi says, "He was an awesome actor. He was in a battle over his family land before he died. Really, a gold mine is forcing its way in." Greed. Greed. That's horrible. You work hard, you work all your life, you build your home. I don't know the story, but I know that just a glimpse of hearing that part of the story, people will come after you if they can. Ah, the human. Mm. Elise is in the building. She says, "Good morning, everyone. So good to see Elise. Elise, I'm trying to figure out when am I coming to Brooklyn? The heat wave. But you're here for a while. So we can wait till after the heat wave, which is today, tomorrow, and Thursday. And Thursday is supposed to be hot, but dry heat. This heat wave is nothing, they say nothing like last week's, or let's just say the week before. The one that led us into the 4th of July that I escaped. It was in Iceland. And Fifi said his family had the land for 150 years, and someone is trying to take the land. Mm. So much to be said about that. And I can also, I mean, I have friends that have property and land and all that stuff, and they hold on to their property. You got to stay on top of um, your family plots, your family land, your family, because there's always if there happens to be gold or some mineral found on your property or something worth something, people in the town will plot to take it. It's been that way in America for hundreds of years. There's always people trying to plot to take from you. Charlene says, "I can't wait for autumn." Charlene, you and me both. My favorite season is autumn. Hands down, turn around. I mean, I used to love all the seasons, but as I get older, certain seasons bring on different types of pain. So I am strictly an autumn person. I love the autumn. Yeah. And because I love the golden leaves. I love the colors of autumn. I love what happens with the changing of the trees, the leaves. Wear a sweater. There's nothing like wearing a sweater in New York. New York is a sweater town. Gwendolyn, would you agree? Would you agree? New York is a sweater town. It's just like people love to wear their beautiful, stylish sweaters and sweatshirts with their colleges, sweatshirts with branding, sweatshirts and sweaters. Oh, they make me happy. Also, Kimmy Kim says that reminds me of the South where they took land from people like us even in this century. Oh, they come out there. Yes, look, it doesn't, and this one is doesn't even matter what color you are. Now they will try to go after you as if you're a person of color. We know that, but they will go after you no matter who you are. Yeah, there's always some greedy people trying to take your land, take what you own. You got to stay on top of your property. You got to stay on top of your taxes. Even though your taxes may be small, you still have to stay on top of your taxes because there's someone that's trying to take your land. And there's all kinds of these different like little laws in these different countries and cities and towns. Like if you can't pay your tax, I saw this in Yellowstone. I think it was. I think it was one of the series of the Yellowstone where they couldn't pay their taxes, and then the rich guy he knew that there was gold on oil on the property, and then he decides to pay the taxes for them. And because he paid the taxes, he now gets the rights of the land. Only in America. G says, I kept a mad sweater collection. New York is all about sweaters, y'all. If you have never lived in New York or you have never visited New York, autumn is all about sweaters in New York. We love our sweaters. Sweaters and sweatshirts. Like I said, of all fashion and all kinds. What else is happening today? What else is happening that you guys maybe want to talk about that I may not be on the radar? I know that we are back at war or some kind of form of war with Iran. The ceasefire is over. Well, we knew that was going to be to happen. So, up and down with the stock market when it comes to the war. Inflation, I heard, ticked down today. I think we had inflation numbers. It ticked down 2 points, I do believe, or a point and a half. So that's good news if the news can be believed. So inflation in America is dropping, but probably that's it. That's just probably an anomaly. Anything's possible. We'll have to see. Two consecutive. Let's see what the consecutive quarters bring. So that's happening. There was one thing I wanted to say to you, and I forgot what it was. Oh, what was going around? I started out with Lindsey Graham. Now there's a part two to the conversation. Is Mitch McConnell. Now they're saying that the photo that was put out to say Mitch is alive, was either photoshopped or something else was going on, because there are people online saying his face is smoother than he is now. So they say either he got a facelift or that's the wrong photo. And they said in the old photo, in that photo, compared to his last seen photo, his hair is a lot darker in the photo that they're presenting versus his actual photo, the last photo that they took of him. How many of you, I'm just curious, how many of you believe Mitch McConnell is alive? Or is he alive and maybe brain dead? That's the rumors out there. And if he was alive, why are they keeping the governor from seeing him? If he was alive, why aren't they doing a videotape of him? If he was alive, we live in the age of videography and videos? What you gotta do is use a smartphone. Hello, hey Mitch, say hello to the people. Something is not right. Something is not right. Oh, I see. Oh, Chris says she wants to talk about the World Cup. Oh, let's put a pin in that one. Okay, World Cup. Put a pin in that one. I sent you a DM, Ron. A DM? I don't see a DM. I don't see the DM. Where did you send it? I got a bunch of DM or hold on. Let's see here. I don't see a DM. And where? I don't see a DM. I can't find the DM, my dear friend. Okay. You have to put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Okay. Let's see. Kimmy says, All-Star MLB here. Kim, are you a baseball fan? I'm not a baseball fan. I don't like baseball. It's too slow. But series. G says, I saw a video by a forensic expert that says the photo is from a previous fall and stay. Yes. Yes, the Mitch photo is not current. Also, she says, I saw a video by a friend of expert that says the photo is from, I got that. And then you say, also, this person said the statement was more than likely written by AI because it never mentioned Senator Graham passing. Ah, there we go. There we go. Mitch McConnell and Senator Lindsey Graham were close friends, not just little acquaintances. They were close friends. And if Senator Mitch McConnell was alive or his cognitive abilities was correct and able, if he left a message, he would have said, my condolences. He probably would have said, my condolences go out to the Graham family. But no mention of Lindsey Graham, his best friend, one of his best friends, I could say. Most people knew that they were like thick as thieves in the Senate. I'm telling you. Oh, and see, I love when you guys are leading the conversation when you know where my brain is at. And G says, which we were talking about here at the house yesterday, and they're holding on to the spot until August 3rd because they don't want a special election. Because the Democrat governor also may have the ability to put a Democrat in place, or they could have a special election and a Democrat could win. So Mitch McConnell could be, it is said, that he's probably alive, but he's probably brain dead. And they have him hooked to the machines, keeping him alive. Because it is also rumored that I think 2 weeks ago, his wife left the country and has not been back. That's why people are saying, how did she get that? How did they get that photo? Because she supposedly had left the country. There's too many things going on when it comes to Mitch McConnell. And I do believe this is the right one. Gwendolyn says it right here. They are holding on to that spot until August 3rd because they don't want a special election. Because the Republicans are that ruthless. And the Democrats need to go in with a court order this week, tomorrow, today, whatever, and go in and demand to see Mitch McConnell. They should go in. There should be some kind, I do believe maybe the governor could get a judge to sign off on him going to see him face to face. He is the governor of the state. The governor of the state has a right to see the senator. What do you think, guys? What do you think? I'm just saying. The governor can't see him. Why, Chris? Why can't the governor see him? Shirley says, Mitch is no longer with us. I think he's brain dead. I think his body's just there, but Mitch is gone. Y'all know all the memes that happened like the week of the heat wave. Everyone was like, it's hot. I'm not going there. I'm not going there. But anyway, okay, Fifi says Instagram. Hello, Kim. Elise hey, Mr. DS is in the building. Hello, G. I see all the love, the food. Mr. DS is in the building. I am great. Mr. DS, am I supposed to be like on your show at some point? Did I miss something? Did I miss something? Did schedules get changed? Let me know. Because I think I had it on my calendar, but I looked like it passed. And I was like, was it the 19th of June or something like that? Or July? I can't remember if it's July or June. Well, not July 19th yet, so I still got time if it's July. But could you please let me know what's going on? Food DS says, "What's and when is your next mission?" My next mission begins this Friday. Sorry, this Sunday. This Sunday, I head to for next week, I should say. Next week, I will be in South Carolina. And if anyone knows about South Carolina, good food, good food in South Carolina. And I keep saying I'm going to go on a fast, and I can't seem to pick. I can't pick a 4-day. I try to go on a 4-day fast. I used to do it like once a month. I need to get back into fasting. I keep traveling. Fifi says they pulled the same thing with Storm Thurmond back in the day. I did not know that, Fifi. Did not know that. And Mimi's in the building. She says, "Greetings, Ron at RLP, Touch Base Daily family. Greetings. Yes. That picture difference not real. That picture definitely not real," she says. We know that is a AI generated. Some say that the hand movement, the way his hand is as if he was touching a mouse. They took the mouse out. And who is in the bed with their jeans on, wearing the what do you call it? Gig'em plaids. Just saying. Elise says they would have to have a special election because the Republicans changed the rules and the governor can't choose his replacement. That's what it was, right? The governor cannot change. The governor can't appoint because when they realized they have a did this happen because of the leads? I need to find out. I don't know for sure. Did this rule happen because they had a Democratic governor? Or this was because in case they had a Democrat governor, which they now have, and so now the governor cannot replace a senator. Don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. G says, even my mother said this. Anyone who is paying attention can see that they're doing what they're doing. Yes, they're stalling. They're stalling. Yes, G is right. Elise says yes. And ruthless and unpopular, they know they would lose that seat. They will lose that seat. Welfare check. Yeah. Oh, in 2 weeks. Thank you, food. Thank you, food plane. I may be live from Mexico. So let you know, I will either be in Mexico City or I'll be in South Carolina. So I'll let you know. July 30th. I'll be home. I will arrive back home in time just for you. I arrived back home July 30th from Mexico City. Nice. There we go, DS. And so I'll be with you. For those that don't know, I will be on the wonderful Food Planes show. So stay tuned for that. I don't know what day. Is it airing live? Is it live? Elise says, yes, they changed it because they have a Democratic governor. These are some ruthless people. The Republican, look. The Democrats, I am praying for the day that the Democrats are more ruthless than the Republicans. The Republicans must stop bringing. The Democrats must stop bringing a baseball bat to a gun battle. They have to. Is there any way? Is somebody out there that knows this information? Is there any way that the governor can at least see Mitch McConnell, can by some kind of injunction or can he send a officers of the state to see Mitch McConnell? Is it any way? Because we need proof of life. Because if it was me, I would just be ruthless and say, we're going to have a election because we have no proof of life. At least I'm praying for the day where more people get out and vote. Vote. And today is what? Today is Tuesday. That means there's an election going on somewhere. Right here in America, there's an election going on somewhere. So vote, vote, vote. And speaking of voting, oh man, did y'all see what happened in Maine? Did y'all see what happened in Maine? Another innocent person unalived by ICE. I think that incident will be the catalyst to make Maine sit to get rid of Susan Collins. I think that this incident, if it can carry out, I know it's right now, it's, Americans lose what? Americans have short-term memories. So happening is right now is July. Elections are in November. Hopefully they can keep this in the news. And this will help some of the folks that were on the fence to get off the fence and vote for whoever the Democrat is in Maine. I hope so. I keep hoping. I keep hoping for change. Mimi says, we need a healthcare worker to provide proof of life. Mimi, I don't understand why the country, why are the people from Kentucky I almost said the great state of Kentucky. Almost said it. But why aren't the people of Kentucky outraged? Like, where is Mitch McConnell? Is he alive? They have no representation. America, America, America. Hannah says hi to Food Plane. And Elise says the people in Maine need to vote to get rid of her. I don't know why Susan Collins keeps winning. She is another one that needs to go. She needs to be voted out like 3 terms ago. I mean, she must got a Ouija board somewhere. I mean, because this guy, Platt was a formidable competitor in the race. She must have a Ouija board. Sorry, I said she must. I didn't say she has. Elise says people have the medical rights to privacy, so members of the health community can't say anything. That's right. Because Kentucky is different, says Mimi. Oh. How can we if I was the governor, I would say I want proof of life. I want a videotape of Mitch McConnell on my desk, or we're having a special election this week. Period. But the Democrats don't know how to be ruthless. The Democrats don't know how to fight. You gotta be gangster. You gotta equal the gangster that they're doing. They are gangster. Think about that. They changed the rules so a Democratic governor can't put in someone in that spot. Get gangster, Democrats. Get gangster. Okay. Any other subjects out there? I think we covered a lot as we've been talking as a community. And some folks will see this and they will say, oh, I didn't know that subject. And every time we hit a subject or hit a ping of a subject, that is a good reason to go and dive into it. Go to your chat GPTs, go to your co-pilots, go to your Googles, go and research But I think the most important thing that we talked about today is voting. Today is voting Tuesday. Everyone in America, I know outside the country, y'all, you got your other things to worry about. But in America, every Tuesday is an election day somewhere in this country. Last subject. And then we're going into our teaching class. Then we're going to talk photography. Nolan. This is the most, I would say this is one of the most, I don't want to use crazy. This is one of the most sad investigations. Interaction with the family, interaction with the public, news media coverage. There's just something not right with the Nolan Wells story. Is something really wrong? And there's no more answers. We are now on we're on another week, and we still have no real tangible answers. And why hasn't the state or the city released the autopsy report? Why? Why is it taking so long? Are they waiting for the independent autopsy to be released so then they can make the adjustments? It's just stunning. It's stunning. Absolutely stunning. Mimi says the stomach bug outbreak. Folks, be careful. Heat your veggies. Really? Has anyone else heard about the stomach bug outbreak? I've not heard of this. Yes, Mimi, we definitely have to be careful. I will not be eating raw salads. Really? There's a stomach bug outbreak. That's why we love this. That's why we love our platform, right? We get to share this stuff. Oh, you know what? I never turned on Instagram. Duh. Oh my gosh. I'm going back to bed. When this is all over, I'm going back to bed, y'all. It's just not working. I'm just gonna forget Instagram for today. um, it's in over 30 states. Really? Oh man. I'm gonna have to get my Now, G says it's running wild in Texas. Where have I been? Why am I missing this? I did not see this in the news. I did not hear this. No raw. And see, isn't this crazy? You try to eat veggies, and then you try to eat veggies, and now something's wrong with the veggies. You can't win. There's always something bad with food. She said it's coast to coast, Ron. Where have you been, Ron? Where's she saying? Where have you been, sir? Stay away from fruit. Stay away from soft fruit like strawberries. Really? Holy moly. Oh, look at this. Bryson says Chipotle got people diarrhea and Taco Bell as well. Oh, I got the Adrian though, so he don't order from these places. But this sounds serious. Where's the FDA in this? I know. Where have I been? I don't know this story. Well, I very rarely look at news these days. Like I used to be a news junkie. I have definitely cut my news intake in like 50%. Most of my news comes from independent news, and I don't think they've been covering this on independent news. I have to check this out. Kelly A's in the building. Ooh, that's Kelly A. She said, "Good morning, everyone." Yes, cyclosporasis, if I'm saying it right, or something like that, is a parasite. Really? And Mimi says it's serious. Elise says not eat any of the packed salads. Don't eat salads. Bryson said, "Are you guys listening? People, are you listening?" Bryson says, "Sorry that I'm late. Everybody have a new release Tuesday. Everybody, good job." Hey, G says I get my local news snippets on YouTube. I did not know. Oh my goodness. Maybe that's why my stomach's been acting kind of crazy lately. I don't know. The other day, I was like, what's happening to my stomach? Mm, you want to hear something? Probably too much information, but I'll say it anyway. So when I got my last examination from my doctor, first of all, so I say, let's say good morning to Anthony. Anthony is in the building. Anthony Photography is in. Anthony Rowland is in the building. So the last time I was at the doctor's office, my doctor said, "Is there anything that you're concerned with?" And I said, "Everything seems to be fine. The blood work was perfect. Everything was good. Everything was great." And I said, "But I do have this one thing that I'm concerned about." And I said, when 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 I'm digesting or the lack of digestion or hungry, I'm not sure where is it coming from, my stomach makes these loud noises. Like, like when you hear people when they're hungry, you can hear the stomach growling. And he said, "Oh, yes, that would happen after your type of surgery because your intestines is shorter. Your system is breaking down food at a different pace." And I was like, "Well, why didn't they tell me that before?" And I kept saying, why is my stomach so loud?" Anyway, that's a story for another day. But this week, when my stomach is off, my stomach makes these loud sounds. And, I have an extra movements going on. And I have to tell you, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I felt my stomach was off. Don't know if it has anything to do with the parasites or bugs, but I know my stomach was slightly off Saturday night, Sunday, and Monday. I am now curious. Kelly says, "Yes, I have the packaged spinach. I will be throwing it away." Whoa. G says, "If you had it, you would know." Oh, okay. "Good morning, beautiful people," says Jazzy Jazz. And what is else? Oh, Bryson said, Chris said to Bryson, "Oh no, I had Chipotle yesterday." I love me some Chipotle. Even though I don't eat it that often these days. Mimi says, "Child, it's explosive diarrhea, and that is concerning. I sent you something." Thank you. Thank you for sending me the information. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's time to get to our lesson so we can get out of here on time today. Well, at least earlier. Okay? I'm so glad we talked about this. This is news that people need to know. Get to your just don't eat it. Don't eat it until they solve this problem. Anthony said, "I just got some grapes yesterday. I need to see what's on the list. I'm terrified now. I'm scared because I love veggies. I eat a lot of fruits and veggies. I try to." Oh, one more thing in America. One more thing to come back home to. Elise says, "If you eat out, make sure that you don't eat lettuce or salads." Got it. I'm not eating out. Anthony says, "I just got some." Okay, got that on the board. Okay. It's time for our class. Are y'all ready for Tip Tuesday? Tip Tuesday, y'all, Today's lesson is all about seeing with fresh eyes. 8 ways to find unique angles in popular tourist spots. Number one, let's go with the introduction here. Seeing with fresh eyes. Every city has its postcard angles. The ones millions of people have already have photographed. But the magic of photography isn't in repeating what's been done, it's in discovering what others walked past and may have overlooked. Seeing with fresh eyes is the practice of slowing down, shifting your perspective, and letting the familiar surprise you again. Whether you're standing in front of a world famous landmark or a neighborhood corner you're past 1,000, or I should say 100 times. I always say 1,000, 100 times. So I go back and forth. There is always a new angle awaiting for the photographer who chooses to look deeper. So when I was in Iceland, this came into play because Iceland is one of those places where there's lots of tourists in particular places. And everyone pretty much takes the same photo. So I had to get out of my things that I saw, like postcards and books and all that stuff, and had to figure out how can I photograph this waterfall differently? How can I photograph this landscape differently? How can I photograph this ice on the beach differently? Seeing with fresh eyes. This is a photo I took in London. Now, everyone always talks about London Bridge is falling down, right? This is London's bridge, right? And I decided when I was in London, when I took this photo, to take it from a different angle, something I had never seen before. Like I did not see this particular shot ever in a postcard. So I said, let me take this photo from a different angle. I don't know how good it is or how bad it is. I just know it's different. And I know that when I finished with this photo, when I accomplished taking this photo, I was quite pleased. I was like, the leading lines are proper, the rule of thirds are proper. So some of the rules are really in play, but I took it from a different angle. I got really low and really close to the edge of the bridge. And this is what I came up with. Seeing with fresh eyes, finding unique angles in popular tourist spots. And the London Bridge is one of those spots. But this is anywhere in the world. You know what's popular in your neighborhood. You know what's popular in your world. Change your starting point. Number one, change your starting point. Think backwards. Don't think forward. Think differently. Most people walk straight towards the landmark and take out their smartphone and voila, take the picture. That's what they do. Instead, begin away from the crowds. Begin away from the crowds. Start outward and work your way in. Approach from side streets, behind the monuments, through alleys and unexpected corridors. This shifts alone reveals angles most visitors never see. Because most visitors, most people that take photos, they go right up to the object or the subject and photograph. But photograph through the park bench, photograph through the water fountain, photograph, but start from outside and work your way in. Can I say it again? Start from outside. I used to start from the inside and then work my way out. But because now that I've been kind of like doing some reading on this and I read this subject, I was like, oh, obviously. And so when I did my Iceland photos, every time I was going towards the waterfalls or going to a landmark, I started from way back and worked my way in and clicked along the way. So start from outside. I know I said it 1,000 times, right? Number two, Use what's around you. Look for natural frames, archways, windows, fences, reflections in puddles. I always say in New York City, reflections in on the buildings. Bus stops, cafe glasses. Cafe glass, even shadows. Create. Look around. Use something different to frame your subject. These elements turn what I call a cliche shot into a layered story. Everyone gets the cliches. Everyone has the regular shots, the postcard looking shots. Have something different. When you put something on your social media, create something different. Number 3, go low. We said this 1,000 times in this community. Go low, go high. Most tourist photos are taken at eye level. Break that rule. Drop to the ground for dramatic foregrounds. If you can, get on the ground. Sometimes I will lay on the ground. And people are like, Ron, why are you on the ground? Because I want to take this photo from a different angle, a different perspective. So I'll get on the ground. Not only that, you heard me say before, and I learned this from another photographer online. And I learned this also from one of my friends when I was away. Again, take your photo. Because you can't. Sometimes you can't get down to the ground. Some of us are not built that way. Some of us are a lot older. But if you can turn the camera upside down and then put it on the ground or just slightly off the ground, and then use your side button right here and click the photo. And there you are, getting the photo from below, from low, as low as you can go, to the ground. And then you get that nice foreground. The ground becomes the foreground. Papers or grass, whatever's on the low, will become the foreground. You get better shots looking upward. You get more in the frame when you look upward. You get blue skies when you look upward. You get less distractions. Also, climb upstairs or climb downstairs, hills, parking garages, balconies for elevated perspectives. Your body becomes the tripod for originality. Again, we always talk about that, right? We say, hey, you want to have the camera, tuck this arm under this armpit, take this arm and put it under this armpit, and you take the photo for stability. Just like that. Tuck, tuck, hold, and you become a human tripod. Okay? There you have with your smartphone. This is for your smartphone, but it's also great for your other cameras as well. Okay, number 4, wait for the human moment. Let me stop and see if there's any questions before I go on. Are there any questions? Are there any questions? Let's see. Y'all still talking about Chipotle? Nice photos of Brooklyn Bridge. That was not the Brooklyn Bridge. That was the London Bridge. G says, here's a nice suggestion. She says, wear knee pads when I want to get low for a picture. Yes, right. You can wear knee pads. You can get knee pads, either knee brace pads, like the copper stone, copper fit or something like that. Put them on your knees. Or you could go to a place like Home Depot or Lowe's or True Value or one of these hardware stores, and you can get knee pads, like the guys use to put carpeting down. Knee pads help a photographer. And also, she says, I keep a moving blanket in the car to get extra low. Okay, so you see these little tools. You can have a jacket, and now if you're on like a tour, like you're traveling, you may not have a blanket. But you can also take off your jacket and turn it inside out and use it, put it on the ground, and put your knees on it and take the photos if you're really serious about taking good photos. Okay? Let's go back. Number 4, wait for the human moment. Wait for the human moment. Tourist spots are full of characters. Yes, they are. Have you been at Times Square here in New York City? Instead of avoiding people, use them. To get frustrated with people. Oh, there's so many people in this area. I'm just so frustrated with the people. No, use them. A single gesture, a child pointing, a vendor laughing, a traveler adjusting their hat can transform a static landmark into a living scene. Can you feel that? Do you feel that energy? Think about it. If someone has their hand to the cap and they're looking, and now they're in front of the Empire State Building, that's a nice little scene. It's much more interesting than just the Empire State Building alone. Take advantage of the people. Don't fight them. Join them. Times Square, people everywhere. Herald Square, people everywhere. 14th Street, Union Square, people everywhere in New York City. Take advantage. And this takes you to the next part, the thing that I like. I keep experimenting with this. This is one of my little toys. Shoot through movement. Let motion blur become your friend. The people moving back and forth, focus on something that's not moving and let the people move. They get blurred out. They get movement in the frame. It makes the picture come alive. It makes you feel like you're a part of the picture. The viewer becomes part of the picture. Try shooting through passing bikes, buses, and crowds. The landmark becomes the anchor. Say that again. The landmark becomes the anchor while the life rushes around it. This technique adds energy and is unpredictable. Anything can happen. A person could ride through the frame with a bike. A person could walk with and someone can jump. Anything can happen when you just focus on the landmark and let the people just move. One of my favorite things to do in New York. Anywhere really now. It used to be I practice in New York and now I do it everywhere. Number 6, find the imperfect. Tourist spots are polished for visitors, but the real magic often sits in the cracks, the peeling paint, the worn steps, graffiti, mix matched tiles, or a forgotten corner. Photographing these details reveals the soul of the place. I could not agree with this thought more. Photographing these details reveals the soul of the place. Look for the crinkled paper. Look for the gates that are old. Look for the things that are not so obvious, but just are not so polished. Number 7, and we're getting next to that 8. Play with light at off hours. We have a couple of people in this building that love to take pictures in off hours. Sunrise gives solitude and softness. Midday gives harsh shadows you can use creatively. And nighttime gives reflections, the neon lights, and long exposures. The landmark stays the same. The light creates a different story. So go if you're on a trip and you see a particular landmark that you like and you want to have many photos of it, go in the morning, go in the afternoon, go in the evening. You're on vacation, you're just traveling. You have time. Take time in the morning, pass by, take that picture and move on. Then come back if you get around afternoons, take a picture again. If you're going in to get change your clothes. Then remember, you're using your smartphone. It's always with you. And then in the evening, if you're coming in from a beautiful dinner and that landmark is still somewhere nearby and you want to photograph it, take a photo then. And you'll have 3 perspectives. It makes a good story. Number 8, and this is a good one. I love this one. Tell a story, not a postcard. Don't look for perfect when you're traveling. Just tell your story. Ask yourself, what does this place feel like today? Is it chaotic? Is it quiet? Is it romantic? Or is it overwhelming? Let that emotion guide your angles, your frame, your timing. The goal isn't to show the landmark, it's to show your relationship with it. This is in Nigeria. I photographed this in Nigeria years ago. And I wanted to just capture the movement of the city. And so I was on a bridge overpass, and I was able to capture all of these elements of Nigerian life. You see the motorcycle over here. I can't point to, I guess you can't see it. I got the cursor. Motorcycle over here, people on the side, people with their wagons, cars going up, people walking, the traffic. I get high to get that photo. Okay? Let's sum it all up. Let's get the summary going here. When you step into a tourist hotspot, don't just document the scene. Enter, 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 interpret it. Change your starting point. Use the environment as your frame. Explore low and high angles, and let human moments bring the landmark to life. Look for imperfections. Can I just stress that? Look for the imperfections. Chase interesting light, and let movement become part of your composition. The goal isn't to recreate the postcard, it's to reveal the story only you can see. When you photograph with fresh eyes, even the most photographed places become new again. Okay? So I'm giving you homework, all you folks in the community. A creative challenge for our community. I want to invite you this week to pick a famous spot in your city or town and photograph it in 3 ways, and then post your images in your YouTube community. Sorry, in our YouTube community. Okay? At Ron Lewis Photos. There you have it. A traditional postcard shot, like a postcard. Number 2, a fresh eyes angle shot. And the next one, a detailed that most people overlook. Okay, a detail that most people overlook. Put it into the community chat and we can talk about it. I'm always giving you challenges every week. No one seems to want to participate, but hey, we're here. Here, that's how you get better. If you take pictures and put it in the community, we can talk about it. This will teach you how to see beyond the obvious and build your storytelling muscles. Okay, there you have it. I hope that you got something out of this moment. Oh, I forgot to take Gwendolyn off the screen. I certainly did. She was on the screen. Um, Anthony says, I know that. I do know. Why? I don't know why I typed that. I'm still tired. We're in the same boat, buddy. Shutter brag. Shutter brag is one of my favorite techniques, letting the movement of the people blur without the frame with the subject tacked sharp. Yes, you focus and lock. You can lock your focus. You can lock your focus on these guys. Put it out, put that little yellow little yellow block comes up. You can hit that and say, it says LE, I think it is. Click the LE, it's locked exposure. That's what it's called, locked exposure. So it's LE. And then you can keep it right in spot. And as the people are moving by, they get blurry, but your landmark stays nice and crisp. Also, Mimi says, sunsets are my favorite. Great tips. Okay, there you have it. There you have it. Okay, let me get some banners done real quick. Let me get some stuff in here, and then we're going to send you on your merry way. Again, go to our community page right here, YouTube community. You can put your photographs in from this homework that I'm giving you. Text your postings, conversations. I'm going to add more photos from Iceland, from Namibia, and all these other places. I'll be adding more photos into our community. Also, if you want to join the newsletter, make sure that you click on. Let me just get this banner off the way out there. So there we go. Go to ronlewisphotos.com and click on that, and you will get a prompting for a newsletter. Just subscribe. Just go on there and just put your newsletter in there. Sorry, your email address for the newsletter. I don't do a lot of newsletters, but at least we'll have it in case we need to. Okay. The other thing I want to bring to your attention is I am an event photographer. So if you're looking for an event photographer, reach out to me. I photograph events. I will be in different parts of the country. I will be heading, again, like I said, I will be in South Carolina next week. I will be in Mexico City photographing an event for 1 day, 2 days really. And but I have the rest of the week free. If you want me to do something in Mexico City, let me know. Also, I want to say thank you to our Patreon members. If you want to know where this lesson is and where this lesson lives, it lives in the Patreon community where people that support what we do here financially live. Now, I know we got a lot of free Patreon members. Come on, y'all. Y'all can step it up. Step it up and support. Support what we do here. If you're getting something out of this, then support it. Okay, that's all I'm saying. I'll leave it that way. Also, if you're here for the first time, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, and as always, hit the like. Okay, and also you can join as a member, and that always helps as well. Become a member. Okay, I think we got everything covered. Gwendolyn had a good show yesterday, an unexpected show yesterday. So go to Gwendolyn's page and check out what she talked about last night. That was impromptu, I do believe. That was an impromptu show last night from the great lady, from the the great lady G. Who's in the building. So check out her page. GR Houston Jack. Okay, I think we got everything covered. I think we do. Guys, thank you for. Oh, let me see what's in the building. Let me see what you guys are saying before I leave this. Antonio said, "It's sad. It's a sad day in America when the what's this? Processed food. Yeah, when the processed food is safer than fresh food, isn't it? That's scary. And the processed food is safer. All your veggies should be cooked," says Elise. Bryson says, well, Chris, you gotta stop eating Chipotles. And Tip Tuesday, I see. There we go. And Chris, if you eat Chipotle, don't get the lettuce or any raw veggies. And also, Anthony says, when I shot famous monuments, I tried to frame it differently or shoot it from a different angle. See, somebody's sticking with the subject. Wow, nice one, right? Here's another one from our wonderful photographer, in-house photographer. I put my photo in a Google search to see if anyone else has done the same thing or similar. It's always cool when nothing close pops up. It shows that my approach was unique. I never used that idea. Thank you, Anthony. That's a good one. That's a new one for me. Very nice photo of the Brooklyn Bridge. As I said, that bridge was the London Bridge. London Bridge in London. Very nice photo. Okay, got that. Why is this not? Oh, there we go. I wear knee pads. Wait, did something shift here? I wear knee pads when I want to get low for a picture. Okay, we got that. We got that in the building. And also, and he said shutter drag is one of my favorite. I got that. Okay, and sunsets are my favorite. Am I missing something? Did my thing scroll up? Yep, we had fun. And hey, our wonderful Rosemary is in the building. She says, hello, Ron. Nice to see you, my dear. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Have a great day. Have a great evening, and evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I may not see you. Tomorrow will not be a regular show. Just so you know. Because tomorrow I'll be with my accountant. So, so that is more important tomorrow. I will be with my accountant. I might be able to squeeze something in. I might be able to I'll come on live like just regular, but we won't have our regular Let's Talk panel discussion. Okay, so we'll do that. That's tomorrow. Okay, just give me a heads up. And I will be in Brooklyn tomorrow, running around like a madman in the heat. Later. See you guys. Love ya. See you tomorrow. Sometime tomorrow. Bye.